John Wall is officially heading to the L.A Clippers to join Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. This news is absolutely terrifying for the rest of the NBA. But in today's video, we'll talk about what this means for John Wall and what it means for the Clippers heading into this year's season. But before we get on to the video, subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss another video. Again, the support has been crazy, and let's get into it. So obviously, we knew that John wasn't going to play for the Houston Rockets this year. It was made pretty obvious as he didn't even play a single game last year due to injuries. So, everybody already knew it that John wasn't going to stay with the Rockets. There was just no future with him staying there. And he was owed $47.4 million from the Rockets, but he did exercise the player option for the final year of the contract, and he did agree to take $6.5 million less to become a free agent. And this is a massive W for John Wall. This man got paid 40 million, whatever, subtract the 6.5 million. He got paid for the rest of the year, and now he's going to a contending team. This is the absolute steal of the year, and John Wall has finessed the NBA that I've really never seen anybody else do this. You gotta think of it. The dude just got paid 40 million and he's going to a contending team. You can't have a better, scenario than what John Wall has had. Woj made it official on Twitter, tweeting late last night that John Wall is planning to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers once he clears waivers, sources tell ESPN. He also adds that other teams are calling to pursue Wall in free agency, but his intention is to join the Clippers. Obviously, free agency starts on July 1st, and other teams are going to be asking about John Wall, but I think that John Wall has made his clear, and it's official. He's going to the LA Clippers. The Clippers really hadn't been talked about much last year due to injuries with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and really not finding that much success. But what this means for John Wall and the Clippers is that, John Wall still has a lot in him. He's a 6'3" point guard, and he's a true point guard. A lot of people just see him for his driving ability and how athletic he is, but for the Rockets, he averaged 20.6 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, and 6.9 assists per game. This man, John Wall, still has it in him. He was training all summer long, and this Clippers lineup is going to be really, really scary, no matter if he comes off the bench or if he starts. Let's talk about John Wall's playmaking ability. At heart, John Wall is a true passer and true point guard. Obviously, we've seen it all throughout his career, and that's not the only thing he can provide to this LA Clippers roster. He's also going to provide a lot of perimeter defense. Obviously, the Clippers are going to be one of the best defensive teams with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Norman Powell, Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann, a lot of these other players who can defend on the perimeter. This team is going to be a defensive pest to go against, and they really turn into true contenders with John Wall. And John Wall also provides, sort of more of a role where he's going to be, orchestrating the offense and play freely. And when people say that John Wall is washed, I don't really see that. John Wall is only 31 years old. Everyone thinks he's some 35-year-old who hasn't played in years, but this dude literally only sat out for one season. He played, 40 games in the 2020-21 season. Obviously, it's been a lot of days, probably over, 140 something days since his last touched a NBA court. But you see the workouts he posts on Instagram. I really do think that John Wall has been in the gym training ever since he's been injured and cleared to play. So that's really not going to be an issue for this team. But this might turn into a big three with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and John Wall. This team just has a lot of depth, with bench players Robert Covington, Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard, Brandon Broston, who is turning into somebody who, can definitely contribute this year. Ivica Zubac, who has shown that he can be a contributing factor for this Clippers team. Overall, the ceiling for John Wall in this Clippers team is really high. The Clippers were at need for a point guard that can actually run the offense, so it could be other than just Kawhi or PG doing something amazing. Reggie will probably be the starter this year, but this could add so much more, dynamics to the offense, or it could be the opposite. John Wall could be completely washed, and we could all just act like idiots on here commenting in the comment section. So let me know in the comment section your thoughts and opinions on this John Wall trade. Do you guys think that John Wall will flourish in LA with the Clippers, teaming up with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and providing his, true point guard ability and his defense to this team? So let me know in the comment section. This is crazy news. Subscribe, hit the like button, and with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.